high blood pressure can also affect your ejaculations. Woo, that's scary. Hey fellas, today we're talking about high blood pressure and blood flow and how that affects your erections. And if you're wondering if it does have an impact, we're going to break all of that stuff down. And we're going to talk about the medications and some things you can do to lower your blood pressure quickly. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 22 years I've been a men's performance coach with African Fly. And today specifically, we're going to talk about how high blood pressure and blood flow does affect your erections and some things to do about it, especially when it comes down to a breathing technique that I'm going to give you at the end as a bonus. We're also going to talk about those medications and what they can do in terms of not making the situation better. And of course, if you like what you hear, go ahead, hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell so we can get some more of this information to you. And what I'm going to do is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. So to answer that question, does high blood pressure cause erectile dysfunction issues? The answer is yeah. For roughly 30% of men, that's what's going on. But remember, ED, that's the end piece. That's the extreme side of it. In the middle is unreliable erections. So we're talking about weaker erections or erections, just losing your erections while you're having sex, or even not being able to get up until the next day. Woo. So, of course, you all know this. Natural arousal leads to more blood going into your penis, and that causes the erection. But that process becomes more difficult with high blood pressure. Well, let me break that down. Because high blood pressure doesn't have any symptoms that show up right away, it does show up in your sex life. Because over time, having high blood pressure just causes damage to the arteries and the blood vessels that lead down to your penis. So you're wearing away the lining that's there and you get less blood flow. And high blood pressure can also affect your ejaculations. Woo, that's scary. And of course, all of this is going to mess with your whole sex drive. Why is that? Because when we're talking about high blood pressure, we're also talking about how your testosterone is delivered throughout your body. If you're wearing down your body in terms of blood flow going through, well, that's how it gets distributed with the blood flow. So if you're slowing down the blood flow, you're slowing down the testosterone, you're slowing down your sex drive. And of course, with the narrowing of the blood vessels, you're going to run into more issues because it's going to become harder to get and maintain those erections. Now let's talk about the medications, because there are some side effects to some high blood pressure medications, specifically your diuretics. We're talking about water pills. They decrease forceful blood flow through your body, and that means through your penis. And you have some of the beta blockers, and especially the older generation beta blockers that have been out for a while. They are known to cause sexual health issues. So of course, if you are taking blood pressure medications and you're having sexual side effects, go ahead and talk to your doctor, see what your other options are. And I'm going to give you an option right now. And this is the bonus that I was talking about. It is a simple breathing exercise. In fact, it's so simple, you're probably thinking it's not going to work. But the science is already there. It's already proven out. People have been doing this for years. And here's a basic one. All you're going to do is breathe in for a 6 count and breathe out for a 6 count. You can do this while I'm going ahead and breaking this down. So let me just count it off for you. Is breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that up and let me go ahead and break this down. By breathing this slowly, you're actually getting more oxygen into your body and you're maintaining more CO2 within your body. With that process, you're causing a balance to happen, and that just allows your body to work properly. You can actually put your hand over your heart and you can feel your blood pressure coming down. Breathing like this a few times a day is fantastic for your blood flow. Now, of course, like I said, you can go ahead and test this out. Go ahead and, do that breathing exercise, 6 in, 6 out for 2 minutes. You can test your blood pressure before and test your blood pressure after. It'll work. See if it works for you. Most guys can lower their blood pressure by 10 to 15 points just by doing that. Now, mind you, this is just one technique out of many. There are new wave techniques of breathing, and of course, there's ancient ways of breathing. We're human. We always breathe. However, 80% of people do not breathe correctly. And of course, when we're talking about breathing, we know this works because if you get really pissed off, like really pissed off, you're mad and everything, people start telling you, slow down, breathe, 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 because everyone knows that calms you down. Go ahead and use that technique. So to wrap this up, when it comes down to high blood pressure, it can cause problems with your sexual function and with your erections. It can cause ED. Some medications can actually make this process worse, so you have to be careful. And just using a simple breathing technique, that 1 through 6, breathe it in, breathe it out, that can lower your blood pressure by a good 10 to 15 points. Use that often. And here's the question of the day. When is the last time you got your blood pressure checked? Was it at the hospital? You got the doctor's visit, or, you're using the machines and the CVS's, or you're using a watch? Let me know how your results are in the comment section below. And of course, if you like what you heard, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so we can get some more of this information to you. And this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out.